Hello, good evening, everybody. So once again, I welcome all of you in today's current affairs. Okay, today 17th of December 2025. I have got some very good articles for you. Okay, uh, I will be discussing some good articles from the Hindu newspaper. Okay, these are the articles which I will be discussing today. First of all, Lok Sabha passes bill on 100% FDI in insurance sector. Okay, I will tell you here how much FDI we are already having and how the FDI in insurance sector has been increased and what is the objective. Okay, then Congress issues whip asking MPs to be present. Okay, now I will explain here what is whip and what type of whips can be issued and how whip works in the parliamentary system. Okay, now then also I will rupee breaches 91 level. I will again discuss here currency depreciation. I have already discussed in so many videos. Please go through them, and here I will also discuss that is it a sign of worry or not. Okay, then Supreme Court issues notice after Justice Varma challenges inquiry panel. Inquiry panel has been constituted by the Speaker of Lok Sabha for inquiry into the Justice Varma's issue. What was the issue? His house caught fire, and later on some huge amount of currency notes, burnt currency notes, were recovered from his residence. Okay. Now, wisdom teeth. What is wisdom teeth? When does it appear? It is just for general knowledge and anthropology optional students. That is it still an evidence of evolution? Is evolution continuing in humans or not? Okay. Then India Maldives joint exercise EKUVERIN. Okay, then EKUVERIN exercise I will discuss what is the joint military exercise and what such exercises do, how it is important for prelims examination. Okay, so coming to the first topic. This is the topic. First topic is Congress issues whip asking MPs, member of parliament, okay, to remain present. On which dates they have to remain present? When the Viksit Bharat Guarantee Rozgar and Ajivika Mission Bill, the bill which is there to replace or to repeal the Manrega Act of 2005. Okay, this on discussion of this bill they have to remain present, and when also another bill will be presented, that is the Shanti bill, that is the sustainable harnessing and advancement in nuclear energy for transforming India. Shanti bill, which I told you yesterday in yesterday's video. Okay, so the first question here in your minds must be what is a whip? Okay, what do you understand by whip? Is it a office or is it a instrument? So please understand, whip has both the aspects. It is an office. That is office of chief whip. In every party there is an office called office of chief whip. Convention is that most member of the party is appointed as the chief whip. He or she is also assisted by some additional whips. Okay, now they issue an order. That order is also called whip. Okay, so in parliamentary system, what is whip? Whip is basically a written order which directs member of a particular party in the house to behave in a particular way. Like they may be asked to be present, they may ask to be present and vote, and there are three types of whips. One is called as one line whip, then two line whip and three line whip. The word line here signifies that how many times it underlines the issue, means it signifies the importance of the issue. If a three line whip is issued, this is the strongest whip you cannot deny or you cannot defy. If you denied the whip, the order, then your membership in the house will be threatened. So the resolution may be presented to the speaker to remove you from the house. Okay, if whip is denied, that may lead to loss of membership of the house, and speaker will decide the question whether a person is to be disqualified from the house or not. Get the point? But if more than 2/3 members of a party defy the whip, that will not be trialed under anti-defection law. Means they will not be disqualified from the membership of the house. Means 2/3 of the party has basically stood against the whip. It means the whip is wrong. Get the point? So this term is derived from a British practice. What is the British practice? The practice of whipping in. Whipping in means to follow the party line. Get the point? Now its importance, I have already told you, it depends on number of times it is underlined. Okay, number of times it is underlined. If underlined 3 times, it will be called as 3-line whip. Underlined 2 times, it will be called as 2-line whip. Underlined 1 time, it will be called as 1-line whip. 1-line whip means that it will just inform the party members that there is a vote on this bill. you have to sit in the house. You may abstain from the voting, but it is just an information that there is a vote on this issue. When the whip is underlined 2 times, it directs them to be present during the voting period. And 3-line whip means it is the strongest, and it gives it gives clear-cut directions to the members to vote in a particular fashion. If they fail to do that, then proceedings for removal from the membership of termination of the membership of the house of that very particular member will be initiated. Get the point? So a bill of no confidence motion or places where obligation of members is to vote in a particular way, that way we use a 3-line whip. Okay, if I told you already, if we defy a whip, then the member may be disqualified. Who decides on that question? Speaker. Okay, if 2/3 members defy the whip, then there cannot be disqualification. That means 2/3 of the member are no more standing with the party. That is called mass defection. Okay, and whip, questions of whip are also trialed under anti-defection law. I have also discussed anti-defection law in one of my earlier videos. You can go through and you can see that. Get the point? So this is the first news. Okay, news number 2. Lok Sabha passes bill on 100% FDI, foreign direct investment. What is FDI? FDI means foreign direct investment. Foreign direct investment. When foreign investors can invest in Indian sectors, like in insurance sectors, okay, directly, either by opening the branches of that business or by starting a business afresh, okay, in that very sector. Currently, we have how much? Currently, we have only 74% of FDI allowed in insurance sector. When FDI is allowed, it means we are opening that very particular sector for foreign players or foreign investors. Means we are tending to increase competition. Okay, FDI was also initiated post 1991 reforms after opening up of Indian economy. Why it was required? Because competition was to be promoted in the economy itself. Okay, now FDI sector has basically, now why do we need this? How will it help? Finance Minister has said that it will be basically helpful because it will increase capital infusion in insurance sector. It will increase capital infusion. Means in insurance sector more capital will be infused. Point number 1. Point number 2, she has said that it will enhance technology. We will be able to bring in international technologies in insurance sector. Then we will also be able to give better insurance products. Better insurance products. Why? Because multiple players, competition, so therefore quality of the product will improve. Better insurance products of the international standards. Okay, then also when we will ease the norm for foreign players in the Indian insurance sector, then this will basically help us to improve the insurance sector more. Okay, then also it has said that this new law will regulate foreign entities also as the domestic entities. The foreign entities will be regulated like the domestic entities. In insurance sector, we have few laws you must remember. One is Life Insurance Corporation of India, Life Insurance Corporation Act of 1956. One law is there. Another law is also General Insurance Corporation. Okay, yeah, or Insurance Act 1938. And then we have also regulation of insurance sector by IRDAI, Insurance Regulatory Development Authority of India. So Insurance Regulatory Development Authority Act of 1999. These are the already laws prevalent in the insurance sector. Okay, now earlier, first we started 26% of FDI in insurance sector. Then we increased it to 49%. Then we increased it to 76%. 74%, and now we have decided to increase it to 100%. Okay, from 26 to 49% we went in 2015. From 49 to 74 we went in 2021. Now in 2025 we have come to 100%, which means we are gradually liberalizing the insurance sector and we are globalizing it. We are bringing in global players so that there will be huge competition. Okay, now majority players from the insurance sector have called it a landmark reform. Landmark reform. Why? Because it will, they say that those who are holding insurance policies, they will be strengthened. It will strengthen the policyholders, then it will improve transparency, and it will empower the regulators. So 3 more features of this act I am writing here. Okay, one is one feature is basically strengthening of policyholders. Strengthening policyholders. The second one is I told you already, improving transparency in insurance sector. Okay, and the third one is empowering the regulator, which is IRDA. Empowering the regulator. Insurance Regulatory Development Authority of India. Empowering the regulator. So this article talks about all this. Please go through it. Wonderful article. Get the point? Okay. Next is Supreme Court issues notice after Justice Varma challenges the panel which has been formed for inquiring into the issue. Okay. Now, first of all, you must remember which act deals with inquiry against the judges. There is one act called as Judges Inquiry Act. Judges Inquiry Act. Under Judges Inquiry Act, inquiry panels are set. First of all, the resolution to remove, I have already talked in previous article, in previous video, impeachment of judges. I have talked maybe in the past week. You can go through the video and understand the whole process. Now, I will come directly to the inquiry panel. Inquiry panel is appointed by Speaker of the Lok Sabha. Speaker of the Lok Sabha. Okay, in this case. Otherwise, the genuine practice is that Speaker of the Lok Sabha and Chairman of the Rajya Sabha together must appoint an inquiry panel. Here they have said that the inquiry panel against Justice Varma has been appointed by only whom? It is appointed by the Speaker unilaterally without consulting the Rajya Sabha chairperson. Okay, or deputy chairman, whosoever is presiding over the house. This is why. Now they have challenged actually the process, because in India we follow procedure established by law. They have challenged the procedural error in the inquiry. They have not challenged the inquiry itself, because inquiry is bound to be conducted when such a gross misconduct, alleged gross misconduct is there. Okay, so procedure established by law. This is the principle which we follow, that procedure must be correct. So they say that if Speaker has appointed the panel unilaterally, this is wrong. At least Rajya Sabha chairperson must be informed about it. Okay, this is article about judicial inquiry. Okay, now Rupee breaches the 91 mark, turns weakest Asian currency in 2025. I have already told you few days ago that in the October month, Rupee was third weakest currency of Asia when compared to dollar, because of its poor performance. Now it says that it has crossed 91 mark. 91 means it has become 91.14. Okay, $1 is equal to rupee 91.14, which means it has currently depreciated. And I have already told you what are the reasons of depreciation. Reasons of depreciation, I have already told you three main reasons. One is foreign portfolio investors outflow. People are withdrawing their investment from the market. This FPI outflow has increased the dollar's demand. When dollar's demand has increased, dollar has got strength. When dollar has got strength, comparatively rupee has already weakened. FPI flow, outflow plus increasing strength of the dollar. Then also we have seen currency depreciation in recent time because of the trade war rather than tariff war, which was set in by the imposition of tariffs by US president. And also there is uncertainty over the trade talks between India and US. Uncertainty over trade talks between US and India, which has further reduced investors' confidence. So foreign portfolio investors are withdrawing their currency from India, and global trade war environment has weakened the currency. There is no doubt. But again, I have already told you, is it a situation for us to worry? No, because we have great growth potential. Our growth prospect is very good. 8.3% already I have told you in quarters 2 of 2025-26, and also we have inflation in control. Inflation is in control. Inflation in control. 2 days back also in one video I have highlighted in one article that why it is not a reason to worry. And also it will promote in the long run, rupee depreciation will also help in promoting export competitiveness. Export competitiveness. The only thing which helps you to understand the questions better, the articles better, is continuity. Because I have given reference to previous articles also. If you are not continuous, definitely you will not understand the article. But if you are continuous, all the things will be clear that yes, we have discussed it for earlier also. It has been in news. Some more news is also coming in this field. Get the point? Okay. So proceeding further. Next. India Maldives joint military exercise EKUVERIN. Okay. Now please understand. The exercise may be in Air Force. Exercise may be in Navy, naval exercise, or it may be in military. Military means field exercise. Okay. So in Indian, this EKUVERIN is a military exercise. It is not naval, it is not Air Force. First of all, you have to remember this, and then you have to remember EKUVERIN is an exercise between India and Maldives. This is important for prelims perspective. Now, why these exercises are carried out in the country? Because these exercises are meant for intensive training. Intensive training, number one. Cooperation and coordination. And they are basically great diplomatic importance. Why? Because if we are conducting joint trainings with different countries, that shows that we are at a good relations with these countries. Okay. Now this is focused on counterinsurgency and counter-terrorism. Intensive training to deal with counterinsurgency and counter-training. Counter-insurgency. Okay. Counter-insurgency and counter-terrorism. Terrorism. Okay. This is all you must understand in this, and you must remember this for prelims. Okay. Next. Wisdom teeth. Is it an evolutionary relic? Means, is it a thing of past? Because why do we call it wisdom teeth? Why do we call it a wisdom teeth? First of all, its emergence was in the teenage, its development and eruption. Eruption means when it comes out of the jaw. Okay, eruption was during the 20s, maybe early or maybe late. But this was basically, wisdom teeth is also called as third molar. You call this teeth as third molar. What do you call it? Third molar. Now, why is this teeth important? Because it is in an age where we are also growing emotionally, hormonal changes, and we start articulating things, we start understanding things. Okay, but evolutionists say that this was an adaptation to very tough and very hard diet among the earlier human beings, earlier species of genus Homo. They used to have fruits and nuts in their diet. Okay, so that required very hard chewing process. Okay, for hard chewing process, you need stronger teeth. Okay, and that's why the teeth were stronger, the jaw was big. Get the point? So the third molar could easily accommodate in the teeth. In the teeth cavity. Okay, now what is actually happening nowadays? Either this teeth is not appearing anymore among the humans. If it at all appears, it is a very painful process. Why? Because in the evolutionary process, the size of jaw has become smaller due to adaptation to the normal diet, softer diet, because of the invention of cooking and other things. Okay, so our teeth has adapted to the softer diets, which has reduced to reduction in the size of jaw. So when the wisdom teeth appears, either it is very painful or it appears in the wrong angles. Okay, then it needs proper dental treatment and dental care. So now this article says that this is basically a relic of the evolution. A relic means a remnant, past remnant of the evolutionary process. This is for general knowledge as well as people. Now, when smaller changes are occurring in human body, they accumulate into bigger changes later on. But these smaller changes happening over a period of time is called microevolution. So it means that microevolution still continues in human beings. Okay, microevolution still continues in human beings. So this is all you need to understand about this article, and it is for general knowledge and anthropology optional students. Okay. Thank you so much. Till we meet again. I will again recommend you to remain very much continuous while watching the videos. Then only you will be able to keep a track of all the articles. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll be back tomorrow with some great articles. Thank you.